Hi, I'm Gary with Gary's Water Marketplace, here with my new friend Justin Baldwin, and we were just talking. You first vintage, commercial vintage?
1987.
We opened in 1987.
Yeah, that's okay.
I've been drinking your wine for 25 years. I'm going to start. We're going to taste all four. We're going to taste the Sauvignon Blanc.
Let's do it.
Chardonnay, Cabernet, and the Isosceles.
Yeah.
So tell us about the winery while I start tasting.
Well, I first vintage was 1987, as I said, but it was 81 when I went to Paso Robles, which, as you know, is halfway between LA and San Francisco on the coast, when there were only about half a dozen wineries. Today we're closer to 400 wineries.
That's amazing.
A lot has changed in that period of time. A lot has changed.
I got to tell you, I love the nose.
Well, you know, this has grown, and one of the benchmarks of Paso Robles is elevation. This has grown at 2,000 feet elevation on limestone soil. You don't find limestone up in the north coast. You do find it in the west side of Paso Robles. In fact,
I'm getting a lot of minerality.
Minerality.
I'm getting a lot of acidity, good fruit, but it's more earthy tones and not that sweet fruit or not that kiwi kind.
Exactly, it's not the kiwi side. This to me is almost more a white Bordeaux. It's got certainly the herbal grassy quality.
No question
but
about it.
But there's more round melony notes that some of the Sauvignon type character. But there's no Sauvignon.
Oh, it's definitely got good structure and good minerality. That's awesome, and it's $12.
$12.
That's
Paso Robles land prices are considerably less than what you'll find up in the north coast. And even though I can maintain the same strict brewing conditions and wine making traditions, my fixed costs allow me to put these wines out at much more reasonable cost.
And now we're tasting the Chardonnay.
Tell
me about your Chardonnay program.
It's grown at high elevation on limestone soil. It only goes through the primary fermentation without getting too geeky about all that. I'm trying to preserve as much of the acidity as I possibly can and make this a more food-friendly, food-enhancing style of wine. And I do that because that limestone soil is very basic to start with. So to me, this is more old world. It's more of a Southern Burgundian, more of a Merceau, Côte Chardonnay.
Again, I get good structure, good minerality, a really good fruit, but not sweet fruit. And there's some oakiness, but it's not an oaky Chardonnay.
So we're going to Cabernet, which is the most dominantly planted grape in Paso Robles. Almost half the appellation is.
And it's 2012.
2012.
Paso Robles Cabernet.
Good vintage in Paso Robles. For that matter, all of California. 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, and unique to all my other wines. This is aged in American oak barrels. Everything else I do is in French oak.
But the Cabernet is American.
American oak. I get a little more oxidative quality. American oak's more porous. I get oxygen in a little bit easier. I've got a more vanilla type of a flavor profile. Typical Paso Robles, very accessible. The fruit's forward. It's dominant. The tannins aren't overly pronounced.
I like the complexity. It's got a lot of mid-palate, a good richness on it.
And you've got a great price on this.
Only $19.99.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, that's a lot of Cabernet for under $20.
Let me pour some of my Isosceles.
What vintage are we tasting?
The current release, 2011. This is 87% Cabernet Sauvignon, 7% each Merlot, and Cabernet Franc. Unfiltered, all my red wines are unfiltered. Now this is aged in French oak. 11 was a somewhat soft vintage. Mr. Parker liked this wine, just gave it 92 points.
And you said that you're out at the winery, but we have it here at Gary's Wine Marketplace.
Gary's, yes.
So I just forgot to mention that.
At a great price, too.
Mm-hmm. This you get, this amps it up. I mean, this gives you more of everything. You get bigger, richer. It's got velvety tannins, really.
A lot of that has to do, again, with these limestone soils. Limestone is pretty low in pH. We don't have that natural soil acidity that overly acidifies the wine. I don't want that anyway.
Yeah.
So, nice round wine. Very representative of Paso Robles in that it's accessible. You can open this up on release and enjoy it tonight, or you can lay it down for many years.
I'm going to enjoy it right now.
You do that.
I'm Gary with Gary's Wine Marketplace. Justin saying cheers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. That's a great bottle.